In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on March 30th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Vegas Golden Knights versus Minnesota Wild. In a pivotal late-season showdown, 2 of the NHL's most formidable teams, the Vegas Golden Knights and the Minnesota Wild, are set to collide. The Golden Knights, currently standing tall in the Pacific Division with a commendable 40-25-8 record, are gearing up to visit the Minnesota Wild, who are embroiled in a fierce battle in the Central Division with a respectable 35-28-9 record of their own. Fresh from recent victories, both squads are determined to ascend the standings ladder in what promises to be a captivating Saturday spectacle. The stage is set for the Vegas Golden Knights to emerge triumphant in their upcoming clash against the Minnesota Wild. Their commendable record of 40-25-8 not only speaks volumes about their prowess, but also underscores their resilience and adaptability showcased throughout the season. Illustrated by a dominant triumph over the Winnipeg Jets, the Golden Knights have consistently demonstrated their ability to thrive under pressure, particularly in hostile away arenas. Despite grappling with significant injuries, the team's depth has shone brightly, with players stepping up admirably when called upon. Spearheaded by Jonathan Marchessault, who leads the team with an impressive 62 points, and bolstered by goaltender Logan Thompson's stellar performances, boasting a .909 save percentage and an impressively low goals against average in recent outings, the Golden Knights possess a formidable foundation. Their well-rounded offensive strategy, complemented by a disciplined defense that holds opponents to an average of 2.9 goals per game, affords them a distinct advantage on the ice. This encounter holds immense significance for both teams vying for the final wild-card spot in the fiercely contested Western Conference. Minnesota, in particular, finds themselves in dire need of a victory to remain firmly in contention for the coveted spot. However, the Golden Knights are not to be underestimated, as they too seek to capitalize on this opportunity to gain momentum. With their current form indicating superiority, it's difficult to place confidence in the Wild, even on home ice. Armed with an impressive blend of offensive firepower, defensive resilience, and exceptional goaltending prowess, the Vegas Golden Knights money line is our full-game side pick. The Wild are poised to stifle the Golden Knights' offensive onslaught by leveraging the defensive prowess of stalwarts like Brock Faber and Jonas Brodin, who excel in generating turnovers and restricting shots on goal in the defensive zone. This strategic approach aims to provide goaltender Philip Gustafsson with ample opportunities to make crucial saves. Conversely, the Golden Knights, who have conceded a mere 10 goals in their last 5 outings, are poised to neutralize the Wild's offensive threats. Led by defensive stalwarts like Braden McNabb, Alex Pietrangelo, and Nicholas Hague, the Golden Knights are adept at disrupting plays in the neutral and defensive zones, while goaltender Logan Thompson stands ready to thwart any attempts on goal. Both teams boast formidable offensive arsenals capable of producing a high-scoring affair. However, with the Golden Knights showcasing exceptional defensive prowess, the likelihood of a low-scoring contest from the outset is high. As such, under the projected total is our full-game total pick. Toronto Maple Leafs versus Buffalo Sabres. The Toronto Maple Leafs are embarking on a journey to the KeyBank Center nestled in Buffalo, New York, where they are set to clash with the Buffalo Sabres. Carrying a record of 41 wins, 22 losses, and 9 overtime losses this season, Toronto currently holds the 5th position in the Eastern Conference standings. On the other hand, the Buffalo Sabres find themselves stationed at the 12th spot in the Eastern Conference with a tally of 35 victories, 34 defeats, and 5 overtime losses. Of the encounters thus far this season between the Sabres and the Maple Leafs, Buffalo emerged triumphant in 2 out of 3 matchups. Over their recent 5-game stretch, the Maple Leafs have emerged victorious in 3 instances, showcasing a commendable display of offensive prowess. Their offensive proficiency has been particularly notable, evidenced by their accumulation of 9 goals in their past trio of matches. Furthermore, Toronto has demonstrated effectiveness in capitalizing on special teams opportunities, boasting a conversion rate rate exceeding 25% on their power play attempts. Conversely, the Sabres, though proficient in penalty killing, have exhibited vulnerabilities on the defensive end, conceding a total of 15 goals across their preceding 3 contests. Compounded by the challenge of back-to-back games and the resultant fatigue, the Sabres are likely to encounter difficulties in thwarting the offensive onslaught orchestrated by the Maple Leafs in this impending matchup. Conversely, the Sabres have encountered adversity in recent outings, suffering defeats in 3 of their last 4 contests. While they have showcased potency in offensive endeavors, accruing a commendable 9 goals in their previous 3 outings, their efficacy on special teams has been comparatively lackluster, with a conversion rate of merely 16% on power play opportunities. In contrast, the Maple Leafs have exhibited proficiency in penalty killing, successfully neutralizing over 76% of their penalties. Additionally, Toronto's defensive acumen has been commendable, conceding a mere 8 goals in their preceding 3 encounters. Consequently, one can anticipate the Maple Leafs to exert considerable control over the offensive endeavors of the Sabres. When considering their performances as underdogs and favorites on home soil and away respectively this season, it becomes apparent that the Sabres face an arduous task, compounded by the exigencies of a back-to-back encounter against a formidable Maple Leafs ensemble. The statistical trends, coupled with the uncertainty surrounding the goaltending situation for the Sabres, underscore the formidable challenge confronting them in this matchup. While Toronto appears to be virtually assured of securing the 3rd seed in the Atlantic Division, their superiority over the Sabres is reaffirmed, particularly given the advantageous rest period leading up to this encounter. Thus, the Toronto Maple Leafs money line emerges as our full game side pick. In terms of offensive output, the Maple Leafs have maintained an impressive average of 3.63 goals per game, with a slightly diminished yet formidable average of 3.58 goals per game on their travels. Notably, they have recorded an average of 3 goals per game in their recent encounters with the Sabres. In light of Buffalo's recent defensive vulnerabilities, evidenced by their concession of 5 goals per game across their past trio of matchups, the Maple Leafs appear poised to surpass their customary offensive output. Conversely, the Sabres have maintained a respectable offensive average of 2.96 goals per game, with a slightly reduced home average of 2.94 goals per game. However, in their recent meetings with the Maple Leafs, they have notably elevated their offensive output to an average of 5.33 goals per game. Moreover, historical data indicates a propensity for high-scoring affairs and clashes between the Maple Leafs and the Sabres, with 6 of their last 8 encounters surpassing the designated total. Given Toronto's propensity for securing victories through offensive dominance this season, one anticipates a continuation of this trend in the forthcoming matchup. The Maple Leafs are likely to rely on their prolific scoring ability to outmaneuver the Sabres, a task facilitated by their near 4 goals per game average, while the Sabres are expected to contribute to the scoring ledger, buoyed by their season average offensive output of 2.99 goals per game. The recent struggles of goaltender Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen cast doubt upon their defensive stability, with Toronto conceding an average of 2.97 goals per game on the road. The stage is set for the Sabres to contribute sufficiently to the scoring narrative, consequently propelling the cumulative score beyond the designated total. Thus, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Kings versus Calgary Flames. On Saturday night, the Los Angeles Kings are slated to clash with the Calgary Flames at the Scotiabank Saddledome in a Pacific Division showdown. Positioned 4th in the division standings, the Kings are fresh from a recent setback, succumbing to a 4-1 defeat on the road against the Edmonton Oilers. Meanwhile, the Flames find themselves mired in a 5-game losing skid following a 5-3 loss to the St. Louis Blues during their recent road venture. This encounter marks the 3rd meeting of a 4-game series between the two teams, with each side claiming victory once thus far. Despite the Los Angeles Kings' defeat in Edmonton, their impressive 4-game winning streak was halted. Nonetheless, the team has maintained a commendable record of 6-3 in their last 9 matchups, showcasing a potent offensive display with 4 or more goals scored in 4 of their past 7 outings. Furthermore, solid goaltending has been a key asset for the Kings, conceding only 22 goals over their previous 10 contests. Conversely, the Calgary Flames have struggled defensively respectively, conceding 4 or more goals in 4 of their last 5 games and 7 of their last 10. Notably, the Flames have emerged victorious in their last 3 encounters against the Kings in Calgary, maintaining a streak where the home team has triumphed in the last 6 meetings. However, this trend could be poised for a reversal. Heading into this matchup, the Flames' defensive vulnerabilities present an opportunity for the Kings to capitalize. With a defensive ranking of 3rd in the NHL, the Kings are primed to assert their dominance, particularly in the defensive zone. Consequently, the Kings appear to hold a significant advantage over the Flames, who are currently grappling with a downturn in form, characterized by questionable goaltending and a dwindling offensive output. Given the historical precedent of the Kings excelling on the road, there is ample reason to place confidence in their ability to deliver a compelling performance. Although trusting the Kings has been a challenge at times this season, the circumstances surrounding this game offer a favorable scenario for them to shine. Conversely, the Flames' recent struggles suggest they may struggle to keep pace with the Kings' formidable lineup. As a result, the Los Angeles Kings money line emerges as our full game side pick. Assessing the recent defensive performances of both teams reveals a shared struggle, with the Los Angeles Kings conceding an average of 3 goals in their last 3 games, while the Calgary Flames have allowed an average of 4.2 goals over their previous 5 outings. Despite their defensive woes, both teams have excelled in penalty killing throughout the season, with the Kings ranking 2nd in the NHL with an 85.4% kill rate and the Flames ranking 5th with an 82.7% kill rate. Regarding the total for this matchup, there is some surprise surrounding the current projection. Despite the defensive challenges faced by both teams, recent history indicates a propensity for high-scoring affairs, with 5 of the last 6 meetings between the Kings and Flames resulting in over outcomes. Notably, these encounters have consistently produced at least 6 goals, highlighting the offensive potential of both teams. While the Kings were held to a solitary goal in their most recent game, their offensive prowess was evident in 4 of their last 7 matchups, where they tallied 4 or more goals, totaling 26 goals during that span. However, the primary concern lies with the offensive struggles of the Calgary Flames, who have been limited to 2 or fewer goals in 7 of their last 10 games. Despite this, the potential for the Flames to contribute to the goal tally in this matchup cannot be discounted. Therefore, a final score of 4-2 in favor of the Kings suggests a likelihood of the game surpassing the projected total. As such, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.